Quick starting point before the actual video kicks off here. I just wanted to give a shout out to some of the amazing artists that are behind some of the music that you're going to hear playing in the background throughout the course of the video. Those being Vice 508, also known as John Justice Music. These two channels are in my subscription box or my featured box on my channel page. And I'll also put links to their music on SoundCloud and YouTube in the comment section and the description of this video. So definitely check them out, show them some love. They do a lot of free stuff that you can use in any projects you want, and it's free to download, and it's really good stuff. So thank you, peace. What is going on, folks? Your boy LOIN, finally bringing you another Rust and Minecraft update video. I know it's been ages since the last one was released, and I do want to apologize for that. So by this point, you're probably already aware of the fact that this update is most likely not the update that you wanted to hear about. This isn't the update that everyone wants. Everyone wants the server, and they want the IP, and they want to play now. I'm fully aware of that. And I share those feelings with you, although there's some things that have happened recently that have caused some delays, and there actually might be some different ways that you can help fix those problems and speed up the project and maybe even help get it done ahead of schedule, depending on the resources that you may be connected with in terms of Minecraft builders and collecting data. Okay, so moving on to the full-blown update nature of this video, I've got a list of different talking points that I'm going to run through that were sent to me by Oblivion. And the first one on here is build team wasted time. He did link an image, but it's since been removed or something like that, so I assume that he just didn't want to share that. He went back and revised this document and figured that might just cause too much drama. We're just going to take his word for it that on 06/03/2017, the build team wasted time, and then 3 weeks later, they sent him this image. Okay, so this is actually a screenshot of a paragraph that is from a statement that was sent to Oblivion by, I'm not even sure who typed this up and sent it to him, but I'm not going to mention anyone by name. There are a couple names dropped in this statement, and I'm going to blur them out, so if you see black bars on screen, just keep in mind that's me trying to avoid any drama that might be caused by mentioning people by name in this statement. So this is our current situation. We've got an important team project that is on a tight deadline for an event, and Chinggis, as you know, is leading the project. Dongle was meant to do the tunnel while Chinggis did the airbase, but he had problems in real life and therefore wasn't able to. I know this is frustrating for you, but we unfortunately won't be able to complete the commission by the end of the month due to this project. If you are willing to wait until after then, we will be able to complete it, but if not, we can either give you a full refund or send you what we've done so far, which is the airbase and the entrance of the tunnel. Apparently that's a huge reason that things have been delayed recently, because, let's face it, if you don't have a map to play on, doesn't really matter how many other features you have, there is essentially nothing to do, especially in a recreation of Rust in Minecraft. Moving on, we've got some other talking points about progress with rockets. There's two images here that I'm going to show you. This is the first image of the rocket. Looks like zooming in does absolutely nothing. It only makes it slightly larger, which is kind of weird. Here's the other angle of the rocket, so there's definitely a world model for it, and it's looking pretty darn good. We've got rockets for Rust in Minecraft, folks. Some progress being made there for sure. We've also got more building stuff. Here is a series of 4 GIF images that I'm going to show you. So we've got structure health. Structure upgrading. So you can clearly see there's a pretty fleshed out system already in place in terms of building stuff. Progress is definitely being made on that front. So it looks like he entered a command to damage it, and now he's repairing it. You see it works very well. That's looking pretty spiffy, if I do say so myself. And last but not least, it appears that we've got structure demolition. It's looking good. So that is the remove command in action for you. And our next talking point is the results of the various polls that you may remember from the previous Rust in Minecraft update video. I told you to vote for Blueprints. Blueprints absolutely smashed it. They won by a freaking landslide. 61% votes for Blueprints versus 22.9% votes for Components and 16% votes for XP System. So that is definitely what's going to be in the Rust in Minecraft server. Blueprints as opposed to Components or XP. Alright, so our next set of data has to do with the building system. And in this poll, people voted that pillars should be for stability only and not required in structures. Now, to explain that a little bit more, for those of you who remember Rust Legacy, or for those of you who don't remember Rust Legacy, in that version of the game, you had to add 4 pillars to a square foundation, which was the only type of foundation. There were no triangle foundations back then, in order for you to add walls to that foundation. So you couldn't place walls on any foundation without having 4 pillars in place beforehand. So it was a little bit more tedious in the sense that instead of the pillars just making a structure more stable when it reached its height limit and was too unstable, you actually had to place them no matter what, and you needed 4 pillars for every single foundation. That got expensive and time-consuming, and it looks like the people have decided to not have Rust in Minecraft behave that way, and it will be a lot more like the current version of Rust. Moving on, we've got another poll for the building system. So unfortunately, it looks like triangle foundations will not be part of the Rust in Minecraft server, which, in my opinion, sounds like it makes it a heck of a lot easier for them to program, because I don't think there's any type of triangle foundation in Minecraft without it being modded into the game, and that just sounds like a royal nightmare to have to like add that entire new system. I mean, I'm obviously not familiar with the processes involved, so don't take my word for it, but I'm not disappointed with that. If you are, then oh well, at least it's going to be a little bit more unique, you know, and set apart from actual Rust. Okay, so that pretty much wraps up the pure update material for this video. And moving on, we have the list of what needs to be done. So according to Oblivion, he needs data. Lots of data for what's next, and help gathering this data is appreciated. So what he's provided here are links to 2 separate Google spreadsheet documents where you can provide the data that he needs and essentially help him out and help the project go faster. He's got some GIF images here that explain how these spreadsheets work. For me, they seem to make perfect sense and seem pretty straightforward, but let's face it, I don't have the time it's going to take to go and gather all this information and fill this stuff out for myself. So what you're going to have to do is, from whatever resource you can find, whether or not it means playing the game and just experimenting or looking up the data on Wikipedia or something like that, you guys are going to have to go and locate all this data and then plug it in to these spreadsheets with these links that I will provide in a comment in the comment section as well as in the description of this video. Okay, so what I've decided to do here for the end of the video is, instead of trying to throw together a last-minute half-assed tutorial using these descriptions that Oblivion has provided, which are pretty loose, low-resolution GIF images that explain stuff that seems pretty darn straightforward to me, but I guess isn't straightforward to everyone, I decided I'm going to just write a comment And this will be linked in with all the other information that I said I would put in the description and the comment section of this video. That will at least give you the basic instructions on how to complete these spreadsheets. I assume most of the people that are going to want to take their time to help provide this data and try and get Rust in Minecraft finished more quickly are already going to be pretty familiar with this type of work. So aside from the random troll or person who just thinks they're helping but doesn't really know what they're doing and messes things up on accident, it's probably not going to be too difficult for anyone to figure this out, although I do feel the need to at least mention the statement that Oblivion's got here on the end of this document. And he says that links give comment permission and the comments will be reviewed before being accepted as an edit. Abuse will result in me taking down links, collecting data myself, which will take a heck of a lot longer and delay in the future. So basically what he's saying there is, this is a golden opportunity that he otherwise would not be giving you to help get the project done more quickly and do some of the data collection that has to be done one way or another, but will ultimately just slow down production on the project because Oblivion's got to do it himself, and he's kind of the only person who's even working on this right now. So please do not abuse these links. Please actually add relevant information, and let's see if we can't get this done more quickly, because if everyone cooperates, then I don't see a reason why we can't, have the project done on time, if anything. Now, before we end the video, I do want to mention one last thing that you guys can do to help. If you know anyone, and I'm talking about serious connections here, not just like you might happen to know some flaky friend of yours who happens to build Minecraft maps every now and then, but he's really not that good. I mean serious connections. If you guys know any professional, reliable builders that Oblivion could turn to in his time of need instead of the ones that he's currently using, which are apparently flaking out on him and making things take longer than they should, please share them. And I will send those recommendations to Oblivion so he can run through them and potentially find some people that can finish this work a lot more quickly and a lot more efficiently. All right, so that pretty much does it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate all the support recently. We've been absolutely killing it. Regular content will follow. Regular vanilla Rust videos, practice raids, etc., etc. Definitely smash the like button if you want to see more updates. Subscribe if you want to see more updates about Rust and Minecraft. And do all that good stuff. I hope you're having a great day. I love you guys. Peace out.